waiting for a peaceful end to the Santa Mea crisis. Details shortly.
Madam President.
What is it, Marv?
Priority Alpha from the Pentagon.
Let me have it.
Santa Mea, madam. British fleet just got in 50 miles off the coast and was fired on by a Maguadoran destroyer. I mean, all hell's gonna break loose down there any minute.
Better patch me through to London and Maguadora City.
Right, ma'am. If anybody can stop these two countries from going to war, it's the President of the United States.
President Adams was not a little miffed. Apparently the White House wanted us all to go on talking.
Huh. Talk about giving a man on the guillotine an aspirin.
Until Maguadora recognizes Britain's right to sovereignty, there could be no question of pulling out our troops.
Absolutely. Madness.
And now to another equally serious problem. The record level of unemployment. Now, some people argue this crisis is the result of government mismanagement and underspending. Well, they could not be more wrong.
Yeah.
Because we all know what really causes unemployment in this country, don't we, gentlemen? Unemployment in this country is caused by pixies. I don't mean the nice, ordinary ones who sit on toadstools playing a whistle. I'm talking about the nasty, evil, malevolent pixies. The tiny green ones with the black pointy beards who go around our factories, and we've all seen them, who go around our factories casting their wicked spells and bringing about mass redundancies on a scale not witnessed since the Great Depression.
When did you actually form this theory, Prime Minister?
Well, to be perfectly honest, Nigel, the pieces only really sort of gelled in my mind, so to speak, last weekend. I was up visiting a factory in Stockport. Literally hundreds had lost their jobs, and small wonder. The place was crawling with them.
With, pixies?
Yeah, pixies, sprites, elfin folk, all manner of goblinry. Certainly opened my eyes, I can tell you. And that's why I've launched this new campaign.
I see. What campaign?
The Stamp Out Evil Pixies campaign. The public have got to be educated on this one, Nigel. Mostly, they're about 7.5 inches tall, and they get in through the air vents. Now, the worst type of all are the invisible ones.
Our support for Sir Mortimer Crisp remains unequivocal. When the Prime Minister talks of pixies, he is clearly using the term in a metaphorical sense to denote disruptive elements within British industry.
How do you explain the fact that he has just set up an anti-goblin unit to bait them with gingerbread traps?
I think that's enough questions for today, gentlemen.
He's brainwashed the entire country. He's gone stark, staring, raving.
Morning.
Morning, Prime Minister.
It's all right, ladies and gentlemen. Nest of leprechauns in the bread bin. Right, down to business. Good. Well, having established the root causes of stagnation in the country, what we need now is a radical job creation program. Now, I've devised one here that will create 500,000 new jobs in its first year of operation. Basically, the scheme works like this. Every week, 10,000 working people jump off a cliff, thus creating 10,000 new jobs. I've drawn up a white paper here, gentlemen, if you care to cast your eyes over it.
Well, I think he's bloody marvellous. He brought us through the war, and I think he can do the same for the economy. Aye! I am. I'm proud to leave to my certain death for Britain.
Bye, well done. Ah, hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, sir.
Jolly good. What do you do?
Well, I'm in industrial engineering, sir.
Oh, that's super. We can certainly do with a lot more vacancies there. You get everything you want? How about if I give this one a little push? Good. Good for you. Good for you. Good for me. There we are. Little push. How's that? Good.
Ah, right, okay. Next. They do add up. May seem a little severe, I agree, but then it's always the horrid-tasting medicine that does you the most good.
Right, that's it. This has been on quite long enough. I've got all I can take.
Who are you ringing?
Well, let me see if I have this straight here. You're telling me that the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, the man who has his finger on Britain's nuclear trigger, the man to whom we have promised complete, unconditional support in anything he says or does, is clinically insane?
That's a pretty fair summary.
From what the Foreign Secretary has told us, and from our own intelligence, there appears to be little doubt.
You're telling me that the entire population of Great Britain went and elected a deranged psychotic to the highest office of the land? Again? Okay, okay. Send him in.
Mr. Virgil Grodd, madam, from the CIA Directorate of Plans. Comes highly recommended.
This is a very delicate matter, Mr. Grodd. It requires a man with special qualities.
You'll not find me lacking in tenacity, madam. I have trained my body to endure any level of pain by sheer willpower. I can place my genitalia into a burning candle flame without flinching once.
That's a very useful discipline, I'm sure, Mr. Grodd. But I don't think we have... No.
I have a candle here if you'd like to see me.
No, Mr. Grodd, perhaps we could concentrate on the reason for which we called you in.
As I comprehend it, you want me to eliminate the Prime Minister
Mr.
of...
Grodd, I, as President of the United States, have no knowledge whatsoever of whatever it is I've called you in to do.
Naturally, madam, I fully understand. And I've taken the liberty of drawing up a provisional plan of operations here. In approximately 3 hours, I and 2 Cuban agents will board a plane for London and check into a small hotel close to Whitehall. At 0900 hours, we circulate rigged Polaroids of the Prime Minister performing an unnatural act with a horse.
Fine. Mr. Grodd, I think I heard enough of the details for now.
As a diversion to the media, we engineer a sudden outbreak of herpes among the royal family, and as soon as Her Majesty checks into the...
Mr. Grodd!
Thank God. I was starting to think this place was deserted.
Howdy doody tense. May we remind all vacationers of today's special activities. Relax and enjoy swimming, running, gymnastics, and tractor maintenance with our many smiling instructors. Plus, tonight in the Malibu Ballroom, compulsory disco dancing.
Can I help you, gentlemen? Hi. We're members of the press, here on an international fact-finding tour in the Caribbean. Wondering if we could have a room here for a few nights.
Unfortunately, all of our rooms are completely taken. We are at the very peak of our tourist season.
Listen, I need to make a couple of phone calls.
I am afraid that we do not have a single telephone on the island. Out of order. All the lines were damaged in the monsoon.
Monsoon?
Rain shortage? Earthquake.
Earthquake? Look.
As I said, sir, this Sunshine Paradise is very popular with your American holiday visitors. Come this way, please. And this is the dining room.
We regret to announce that all our dining tables are as booked up as can be. Today's mouth-watering menu, Molotov cocktail, Gulag Archipelago burger.
As you can see, we are full right up at the moment. All the hotels on this booming trade tourist paradise are completely booked. Take a gander, Polly.
We regret to announce there is an 18-month waiting list to use the lavatory.
We could not fit in a single extra body. So, as you can see, gentlemen, you have no alternative but to hire a boat back to the mainland at once. But please tell all your friends about our flourishing holiday industry. The way out is just over there.
We regret to announce that tonight's beach party and Winnie Rose has been cancelled due to an avalanche.
Thanks
also,
a million,
a
kiddo.
reminder that limbo dancing under the roadblocks is strictly forbidden. Thank you.
Na zdrowie. Живут два американских журналистов. Надо их ликвидировать сразу же.
That's very impressive, Mr. Grodd.
Thank you, sir. And now to business, gentlemen. This is an exact replica of the Prime Minister's bath oil. Scratched on the side, Harrod's price tag, worn gold on the cap right here. We know he uses this every morning. Tomorrow, things will be a little different. Concentrated trioxalic acid dissolves solid steel in 15 seconds. As soon as he steps into his bathtub, like a snowman in a sauna bath. Now the main... Are you okay?
Excuse me. I suppose there's really no other answer. He's got to go.
There is no way this operation can fail, Mr. Sumter. You have my personal guarantee.
Ah, Nigel, Michael, lovely to see you. Come on in.
You're looking surprisingly well, Prime Minister, considering the,
Well lived, Nigel.
Yes.
What do you think? Had it done by microsurgery. British medicine's the finest in the world. Tell you one thing, though. It's a good job I didn't sit down in that bath.
yes, how very lucky that was.
Can't imagine you'd want to do that sort of thing, can you? Well, I do know one thing. I'll find out. Apple?
I have failed you, gentlemen. But have no fear. I know exactly what to do now.
There was something distinctly odd about this place that I couldn't quite put my finger on. Hey, careful what you're doing. Yet the more I thought about it, the more a strange theory started to form in my mind.
Hello again. Hi there. Hey, this is Mr. McDonald's, another genuine vacationer. This afternoon, Mr. McDonald's is returning in his private boat